インドを訪れて私たちは生まれ変わった。痛いのは生きている証ですよ。生命と魂の国インドでアーユルヴェーダは生まれた。
アーユルヴェーダは命の科学です。さあどうぞ。
インドのエネルギーを受けて眠っていた心と体がよみがえる。古い伝統がずっと息づく社会。来世まで待つことはない。私たちはいつでも生まれ変われる。
世界中を回ってきた。でもヘルメットをかぶった瞬間、心はインドへと飛び立ってゆく。インドでヨガと出会った。常に戦いと向き合う自分がいた。
心のレースは一旦やめなさい。呼吸に集中して。
インドの空気が今でも心に染みついている。何とも言えないぬくもり、音のない世界の心地よさ。ヒマラヤ山脈とガンジス川の草原の静けさに身を委ねてみる。ヨガは人生の本質を教えてくれた。そしてレースとの関わり合い方も。自分を見出すことが無限の可能性につながる。
of a developed India is taking shape with Japanese collaboration. India's first high-speed rail that will connect Mumbai to Ahmedabad. This project will be built and operated by National High Speed Rail Corporation Limited. The first step of the project would be construction of a training institute in Vadodara, where more than 4,000 officials will be trained on the new technology. Then across rivers, roads and rail lines, bridges would be constructed. Oceans, mountains, cities. This rail track will cross all hurdles and surge ahead, boosting development and economic activity for more than 50 million citizens. Built with Japanese technology, this rail will be incomparable. This high-speed train will boost the nation's development and help build a new progressive India. The historic Sabarmati station, which is the starting point of this project, will be renovated. This train that runs at 320 kilometers per hour will be tested according to international norms. The travel time between Mumbai terminal and Ahmedabad will reduce from 8 hours to just 2 hours. 150 million passengers will benefit yearly, and India will join the elite list of nations successfully using high-speed rail. Thereby, this glorious journey from promise to prosperity will be completed.
Good evening, His Excellencies, distinguished guests, dignitaries, members of the Indian community and friends of India. Thank you for joining us today to celebrate the 72nd Republic Day of our country. It was on this day 71 years ago that the Constitution of India came into effect. We will begin tonight's celebratory program with the National Anthem of India, followed by the National Anthem of Japan. Now we will have His Excellency, Ambassador of India to Japan, Mr. Sanjay Kumar Verma's address.
Your Excellency, WASHIO Eiichiro, State Minister for Foreign Affairs of the Government of Japan, distinguished members of Diet, members of Diplomatic Corps, esteemed friends of India, members of Indian community in Japan, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you all for joining us to celebrate the 72nd Republic Day of India, albeit on virtual platform amid ongoing COVID-19 global pandemic. This is a day for all Indians to celebrate and honor our nation and our sovereignty. This is a day to remember with gratitude the enormous efforts and sacrifices of millions of freedom fighters whose blood and sweat gave us independence and created our republic on January 26, 1950. Our constitution was the second major milestone in our nation building. Independence had come a little over 2 years earlier. It was with the framing and adoption of the Constitution of India that we truly recognized the value of equality amongst all citizens, irrespective of religion, region, gender, or community. Equality complemented the liberty achieved at our independence. And the third principle also defined both the cooperative efforts at creating our republic as well as the India that we wished it to be. This was the principle of fraternity. India has always promoted peace, security, and development for all. Government's vision of free, open, and inclusive Indo-Pacific pinned upon security and growth for all in the region. Our foreign policy is hinged upon our long-standing neighborhood first and Act East policies and reformed multilateralism. India is at the forefront in countering numerous challenges faced by humanity, be it terrorism, climate change, natural disasters, poverty, inequality among and within countries, transnational crimes, etc. India has always spread the message of universal brotherhood, as we say in Sanskrit, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. Government policies are based on Sabka Saath, Sabka Vikas, Sabka Vishwas, which summarizes itself into with everyone, development for all, and trust of all. Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, India, though comparatively a new nation, today has rapidly emerged as a key global player. Our strength is in our democratic values, diversity, resilience, rich culture, abundance of resources, both natural and human resources, and the tremendous potential in aspirations of the world's largest youth population. With years of responsible governance, institutionalization of democracy and major reforms, India has also emerged as an economic power. Today, India is excelling in every field, be it space technologies, green technologies, digital technologies, or any other advanced technology, with the aim of giving ease of living to its citizens, its neighborhood, as well as world at large. India has emerged as a global manufacturing hub and a reliable partner in global supply chains. India's aspiration is to further reform, upgrade, and enlarge our education system, and to make it relevant to 21st century realities of the digital economy, robotics, automation, genomics, etc., which is well reflected in India's recently approved new education policy of the year 2020. Our skilled youth is our strength. Over 60% of our fellow citizens are below the age of 35. A confident and forward-looking nation is built by confident, skilled, innovative, entrepreneurial young people. Today, more than 41,000 youth-driven startups are engaged in some mission or the other in our country, and out of them, 30 have reached unicorn status. These startups discovered opportunity in adversity and played significant role in India's fight against COVID-19 pandemic. I'm glad to inform to all of you that Japan has played a major role in Indian startup ecosystem, with having invested in large numbers in the ecosystem, both financially, from the management capabilities, as well as on the marketing channels. India and Japan, having cooperated so well in the startup ecosystem, now needs to focus on 3 pillars for future development. They are co-innovation, co-creation, and co-production. Co-innovation means getting together and try to reach a solution for a problem or a difficulty which our two societies are facing. Co-creation takes us from the innovation level to creation of a product level. Thereafter, industries of the two sides can get together and start producing the product which have been tested in the two societies. That is the larger vision of co-innovation, co-creation, and co-production. The world is challenged by the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. To mitigate the negative impacts of COVID-19, Government of India announced a set of bold economic reforms under Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan, which roughly translated would be self-reliant India, which is also aimed at achieving a target of a $5 trillion economy by the year 2024. Emergence of India as a key player in the complex modern multinational supply chain is another focus of this vision. Coping with challenges of the COVID-19 pandemic, India as the pharmacy of the world is playing a pivotal role in international and multilateral collaboration with regard to fight against COVID-19, be it medicines, equipments, diagnostics, or vaccines. Ladies and gentlemen, all of you know very well that India produces 60% of total vaccines in the world from the point of view of its volume. Prime Minister has mentioned India's contribution to the global community as Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina, Sarve Santu Niramaya. Roughly translated again, it would mean, may all be happy, may all be free from illness. On January 16, 2021, India started the rollout of vaccines, including the indigenously developed Covaxin, with a unique COVID vaccine delivery management system, which is a digital platform to monitor the entire delivery system of the COVID-19 vaccines. India had extended its support to over 160 countries during the COVID pandemic, and now with the vaccines approved, it is extending its support to its neighborhood to supply the vaccines largely as a grant. Throughout the history, Japan and India have enjoyed close and friendly civilizational links. We have our shared cultural legacies and bonds. Despite being geographically distant, our people-to-people relationship has been intensifying. Approximately 40,000 Indians call Japan as their homes, as a testimony to the fact. Over the last decade, India-Japan relations have evolved into spatial, strategic, and global partnership based on shared values of democracy, non-violence, human rights, rules-based global order for global peace, stability, freedom, and prosperity. Our strategic cooperation has steadily progressed with summit-level talks between the two prime ministers on an annual basis, Australia, India, Japan, US consultations, India-Japan strategic dialogue, and institutionalizing of 2+2 ministerial dialogue. Signing of agreement on reciprocal provision of supplies and services, as well as successful conduct of naval exercises such as Malabar and GMEX 20 add further momentum to already well-developed relationship. Our ties have been further cemented through various strategic mechanisms in important fields such as cybersecurity, information and communication technologies, space, civil nuclear cooperation, energy, science and technology, and many more. The convergence in India's Indo-Pacific vision and Japan's free and open Indo-Pacific has provided fillip to our mutual strategic and economic security. Japan is a key partner in various global initiatives with India, such as International Solar Alliance, Coalition of Disaster Resilient Infrastructure, and Indo-Pacific Oceans Initiatives. India-Japan Investment Promotion Partnership, Mumbai-Ahmedabad High-Speed Railway Project, establishment of 12 Japan Industrial Townships, Technical Intern Training Program, Manufacturing Skill Transfer Promotion Program, including Japan-India Institutes for Manufacturing and the Japan Endowed Courses, signing off a specified skilled worker agreement are some shining examples in the recent past of further deepening of our close and strategic bonds. On the economic front, Japan is the fourth largest source of foreign direct investment in India and also the largest official development assistance contributor. Japan's role in clean energy, infrastructure, high-speed railways, capacity building programs, and introduction of advanced technologies is greatly valued in India and by all Indians across the globe. India's ties with Japan in recent years have received a fillip due to the efforts of all stakeholders, ranging from parliamentarians to captains of industry and leaders of states in India and prefectures in Japan. People-to-people contacts are steadily rising. The popularity of Indian cuisine and culture in Japan is widespread. Yoga and Ayurveda are increasingly finding their attractions, gaining popularity in Japan. There are many more such examples. Before I end, it is my honor to wish good health, success and happiness to their majesties, the Emperor and the Empress of Japan, as well as everyone present here on the virtual platform. Good health, success and happiness. Long live India-Japan friendship. Thank you. Jai Hind and Namaskar.
Thank you, Ambassador Sir. Now we will have His Excellency WASHIO Eiichiro, State Minister of Foreign Affairs of Government of Japan's address.
Your Excellency Ambassador Verma, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, good evening, Namaskar. I am WASHIO Eiichiro, State Minister for Foreign Affairs. Let me extend my heartfelt congratulations on this occasion of the 72nd Republic Day of India. It is a great honor to address on behalf of the government of Japan on this special day. Japan and India share universal values such as the rule of law and democracy, as well as strategic interests, and maintain cordial relations in our long history of exchanges. Our bilateral relationship has become even more solid in recent years through a wide range of cooperation in both public and private sectors. As next year marks the 70th anniversary of the establishment of diplomatic relations between our two countries, I am confident that such momentum to foster this cooperative relationship will be accelerated further. In September last year, soon after his appointment, Prime Minister Suga had a telephone talk with Prime Minister Modi, and they shared their view to advance the Japan-India special strategic and global partnership. In addition, the 13th Japan-India Foreign Ministers Strategic Dialogue, as well as the second Japan, Australia, India, US Foreign Ministers meeting, both of which took place in Tokyo last October, symbolize the continued expansion of strategic relations between our two countries. India is a global power to play a major role in and take great responsibility for the prosperity and the stability of the region and beyond. India is also an extremely important partner for Japan in realizing a free and open Indo-Pacific. Based on such close ties at the leaders and ministers level, Japan hopes to deepen its partnership with India on regional affairs and global challenges, not to mention bilateral cooperation. The threat of COVID-19 still prevails around the world, and each country is facing serious challenges in containing the pandemic and recovering the economy. Japan supported India in the fight against COVID-19, notably through our ODA. In August last year, we provided emergency support loan of up to 50 billion yen for the health and medical sector, and grant aid of up to 1 billion yen for procuring medical equipment. Besides, this month, we provided yen loan of up to 30 billion yen in the field of social protection. We pay due respect to the government of India for actively working to tackle this significant global challenge, including through the development and production of vaccines and extending its support to many countries, in particular her neighbors. As the crisis persists, let us continue to work hand in hand towards settling the situation at the earliest and achieving post-COVID socio-economic revitalization. I know that all of you who are attending the celebration today have dedicated yourselves to Japan-India friendship over many years and have laid a foundation for the relationship. I, as State Minister for Foreign Affairs, together with all of you, intend to boost the Japan-India partnership blessed with the great potential to make it this year for further progress. In closing, I would like to express my heartfelt wishes for further prosperity of the people of India and the continued development of the Japan-India friendship. Thank you for your kind attention. Dhanyawad.
Thank you, His Excellency, for your kind remarks. Now we will have some cultural performances to commemorate the day.
वरदण्ड मा
On behalf of Embassy of India, I express my sincere gratitude to everyone present here for successfully concluding the 72nd Republic Day of India celebrations. Namaste and arigato gozaimashita.